have you guys started the integration between EWM to ECC, and then are you able to shift the material and as well as the plants, vendors, and the customer master to SCM? So any of you faced any problem in the integration, just let me know so that I can help you out. Maybe even I can just spend you some time on weekend if you just got stuck with some problem. So I hope I just want you, because in SAP the problem is that while listening you will feel that everything is looks simple, but when you practice it then it may not be so good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. So let's take this example now. Okay, so we're just defining the somebody can just there's a lot of background noise. You can just mute it. So we just define the warehouse number, and then we assign the supply chain unit. We define the number ranges, and yesterday we defined the storage types, and then the sections also. And if you want, you can define the storage type groups, and then we can assign that the storage type groups to the particular storage type. And then we define some of the bin types and the bin access types also, and even we define the bin
I have your
also.
question.
Yeah.
What is the significance of storage type group?
Thing is that you can just group multiple storage types as one storage group, and later actually what we can do is that we can use these things in the set strategies also.
Or it can be used in the queue management as well?
Yes, you can use those things also.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
it is a higher.
It's like a higher
level of activity area.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a higher level of activity area. I can say that where you can combine more than one storage types.
Okay. Thank you.
Because in the activity area, what the advantage of activity area is that you can even combine the bins from multiple storage types also.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Now let's define some of the staging areas also. So we define yesterday some of the storage areas in EH1D. It's same thing like the 901 of the standard WM module. So I'm defining this staging area as GR zone, and one staging area for the GI zone also. Now I was discussing about yesterday that whenever if I want to define the doors, first actually I have to define the door here. So you can suppose my warehouse I can have the n number of doors. Suppose if I want to define even the new doors, I can just go ahead and I can define it. Suppose I'm just defining my door as m door. I can say
yes,
and I was telling you right whenever if you define a door for your warehouse, yeah, please.
You asked me the details, right?
Which one?
You have sent me an email called EWM details.
No, that's fine. Actually, that's for somebody else. You can, if you want. Actually, they will contact you.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, now you are working on the new server?
No, it's still the old server, because the new server. I just done with the 70% of the config, and I have to finish the remaining 30%. So I don't want the class to get stopped.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll just make both of the systems to get equal, but the class will be on the old server as of now.
Okay,
but it's good.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, it's good actually. No issues.
That was also good.
The old is actually the better one, the best one I can say.
Okay,
yeah. So whenever actually if you want actually you can define the door. You can just define it, and for every door you need to define the direction. That means whether the goods are actually coming inside the door or whether you are using it to send the goods out. And then there is something called the action profile. So what we can do is that we're actually I'll talk about this what is this action profile in the actual base configuration. So this action profile actually what we can do is that what all the actions that you can perform it are, okay, what fields are enabled for input or what fields, okay, you want to make it for disable. So we'll talk about, okay, this action profile, okay, when we are going to configure these things. And then, okay, to which staging area, okay, this particular door is going to be, okay, the default staging area group, okay, which you want to link this particular door also, okay.
So, assigning
Yeah.
action here is optional or mandatory?
Sorry? No, it's not mandatory one, okay, but okay, I'll talk about, okay, this action profile, okay, and the use of this action profile. Before actually going to the action profile, I'll tell you, okay, something, okay, even in SAP, okay, even for every delivery document, whatever we create in EWM, okay, we need to assign, okay, the action profile also. So, action profile means, okay, suppose like, okay, for every document, okay, and okay, document type, okay, let's take this example, okay, if I have a particular document type, okay, I want to enable, okay, some of the fields, okay, and if my user is actually creating it for different document types, okay, I want to disable some of the fields also. Is this concept is clear now?
Okay.
Hello?
So it's just for enabling some fields.
Yeah, it's not only like, okay, enabling or disabling, okay, it even contains that, okay, the sequence of the fields also, and as well as, okay, that what are all that, okay, the text fields you want to link it to a particular document type.
Okay, so we will cover it in what segment?
Actually, when we are going to cover the, okay, the document type definition in EWM, okay, we'll cover about this action profiles.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, yeah, because, okay, I just don't want to make you confusion here itself, okay, I want to explain you that what is that action profile, and then, okay, we'll cover that thing also. And once you define, yeah.
How is this action profile used in this door definition then?
Thing is that, okay, suppose, okay, let's take this example that, okay, a particular door, okay, you want to function it only from a particular time to a particular time. After that time, actually, if you want to assign your truck to the door, it has to be blocked automatically. Let's take this example.
Oh, okay.
Okay, suppose, okay, I have, okay, 3 types of doors, okay, some doors actually work from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and then, okay, some doors actually work only from 5 p.m. to 10 a.m. So, like, okay, or, okay, you have, okay, that some kind of doors, okay, where you want to only move the hazardous goods only. So, if you want to take a hazardous goods, one containing a truck, okay, if you want to try to move it to the another door, you want to block those things also. Is it clear now? So, it is like a common properties which you want to assign the properties to the door object. So the profile means, okay, the profile means it's like nothing but like a collection of attributes only, which you want to apply to that particular thing. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll tell you about, okay, what are all these action profiles. Okay. Now, once I define a door, okay, I just need to assign that, okay, the staging area or door determination group, okay, to the particular door also. So we just defined, okay, that, okay, the door. So I'm just, okay, linking, okay, each of the storage staging area, okay, to my door also. So in my 9010, and as well as, okay, even for that, okay, our main door, okay, I want to assign it to the GR area of the staging area group of, okay, so what is the door? Here's MDOR. Now, once I define my door, okay, but what you have to do is that, okay, you have to even define that, okay, you have to link, okay, see here, okay, what I defined is that, okay, here, okay, I just defined a door, okay, in a particular storage type, okay, but if actually to function it, okay, link that, okay, door to, actually, okay, we have to link it to a bin. Is it clear now? So we have to actually, okay, link that particular door to the one of the bin also. So it is as part of the, yeah.
One question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
This door concept doesn't exist in the WM?
I don't think so. You have that thing.
Okay.
I'm not. Yeah.
Okay.
See, I think so it exists in WM.
It was there.
Yeah, it is very
it
much
was there.
existing.
It is existing.
It is very much existing. Yeah.
But I don't think you need to link that thing to the bin there actually.
Yeah.
No,
Correct.
it is not linked.
Yeah, it exists as an independent entity.
Correct.
You still assign the doors to the staging areas in WM also.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
But
next,
this much full configuration is not available over there, like action profile and all.
yeah.
So it's at the upper end.
Yeah. Now, what actually I'm doing is that in the master data, there is for, okay. Shipping and receiving, staging area. There is a place called as first assignment. Okay, settings, link between staging area and door determination. So in my EHYD, so okay, not here actually, it should be part of here only.
It's an activity area. Works.
No, actually it's not active area. I just took in the. I think it's in the part of master data only. Where actually we need to link that the door to the bin. Door to the bin.
If there are too many bins, all the bins can be assigned to the door, right?
Usually we make it like a one-to-one link only.
Okay.
It is inside the bin, master.
No, it should be as part of my shipping and receiving. Assign, okay, door, okay, storage bin, okay. I don't think this is the one. Okay, let me see. I think this is the one. Yeah, this is the one only. Okay. So, okay, whenever I have in my warehouse, we know that there are particular these particular things. Now I need to assign some of that in that particular storage type. I don't have any of the storage bins. I defined it, so make sure that I define the bins first in that thing, and then only I can assign to my doors to the bins also. So master data storage bin. So create the storage bin. So in my EHYD, so door 1, I want to first of all you cannot put those things. So first actually we can put it only under the storage type which are having the doors. So 9030. So door 1, I'm just defining it, and as well as I'm just defining the door 2 also. And also I'm just putting the another bin called as the MDOR. So I just defined you can see that I just defined 3 bins in one of the storage type that has a role of the particular this thing. Now once I define the bins, now you can see that those bins are actually available. Can you see here now? So we just defined these 3 particular bins which I want to link it to my doors also. So door 1, okay, door 2, and okay, I cannot use okay door 3 for my business process unless you assign it to the bin. So door 3. And if you want to maintain okay the particular time zones for the door, okay, so you can just assign them okay the supply chain unit also.
Tine?
Yeah.
So in the first case you defined a bin of type door.
No, I defined a bin okay in a storage type having the role of a door. See, okay, I created a bin. Okay,
Right.
and that bin okay having that bin storage type should have the role of door.
Door. Role of a door.
Okay, is it clear now?
So in that storage type, we need to activate the door.
Exactly. Whatever be the storage type, okay, you are using it for the doors, okay. So that storage type should have the role of the door. So in our case, actually, okay, that particular, okay, the storage type, okay, which we used is the 9030. So if you go to that, okay, the 9030 storage type, okay.
This storage type 9030
Yeah.
is something to do. Is it something GR receiving area?
Exactly.
Okay.
But GR receiving area is 9010, but okay, this is only like, okay, there's nothing like it's a GR receiving area. It's only used, okay, to define the doors only, nothing else actually.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so if you can look at the storage type role, okay, the storage type role for this thing is, okay, the AF. You can see that, okay, F is for the doors. Okay, so that is the only thing is that, okay, if you want to define the bins only, you are using the thing, yeah.
Srini, I have one
Yeah.
question here.
Yeah,
Can
please.
we have the storage type role? Can we create more storage type roles?
No, because okay, whatever the roles actually delivered by SAP, those are the roles only we can use it. We cannot actually create more roles actually.
Okay.
Okay, so even if you want to see, that's what. For what purpose actually you need it?
Right now, I don't know, but
Because
just
okay,
thinking out
I think okay, they cover like almost all the roles okay as of in the world. Like okay,
Yeah.
if you want work center, okay, you can use it. Identification point, pick point, normal put away, GR add. I don't think okay anything else is there in a warehouse management system.
Maybe in case somebody needs it, how will we add it? By user exit or something, or how will we
No, actually, you have to use one of the existing okay the storage type role only.
No, because there are some customers, their requirement may be very peculiar. May not be everybody.
No,
So
but okay, see, that role does not have any significance in that. That is only used okay to how your bin is going to perform only, right?
Okay.
See, okay, you generally use that. Okay, see, what you can do is that okay, you can create a separate storage type. Let the storage type is like a generic storage type only. And then okay, when you are creating a warehouse task for that particular zone, then okay, we can put all the conditions in ABAP code level, right? When the execution is going to happen it. Yeah, but okay, that is not available, I can say.
Okay.
Okay, so is it clear now how actually okay we defined okay the doors in the master data, and then okay how actually okay we created okay these particular things also. Okay.
Srini,
Yeah.
I have a question. See, you are assigning one door to one bin to a door. So I
Yeah.
have in my warehouse about some 20,000 bins. Is there a way to do a mass assignment?
No. See, I don't think that okay. How many doors you will have it for one warehouse? Not more than 40, 50 usually.
Okay.
So I don't.
This is
think
like
that,
you are assigning one bin, each bin to one. Okay, this is
No.
the bins related to that door, not the
exactly.
where you
Not all
actually
the
store.
bins. No,
not the
not for
bins.
all the stores. Exactly. This is only this bin is nothing
Okay.
but equal to one door only. This is not for the actual bins where we are going to store the goods.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Fine.
See,
fine.
when I
One
say that,
question.
yeah.
How the GR storage area is linked to a door?
Okay, that one. Okay, if you look at actually this thing, okay, what we can do is that okay, that's what. Once you define this thing, okay, in the shipping and receiving, okay, what you need to do is that okay, the staging area to the door determination, okay, we have to make the link also.
Oh, okay, good.
Is it clear now? So what I want to do is that, okay, suppose, okay, I just want to actually, okay, to my DOR1 or, okay, our main door, okay, if I get my goods, okay, through the warehouse process type of, okay, 1010, I want to actually, okay, I don't want to actually assign any of the storage determination group also. If you want it, okay, you can just even use that thing. Otherwise, okay, I just want to assign, okay, my staging area group of, okay, the 9010 also. Is it clear now?
Yes. So basically your process type will be assigned through okay, alright.
Okay, so
Got it.
okay, so I actually did not define, okay, this particular thing in that, okay, the door definition actually. Okay, can you see here now? So whenever, okay, in this particular thing, okay, this is actually if my, okay, the door determination group is this thing. So even, okay, this door has to be linked. So like this thing, okay, each door, okay, I can put like this thing also. And what I can do is that, okay, for different warehouse process types, and then I can link, okay, the warehouse doors also.
Okay.
Okay, so like this thing, okay, we can link, okay, that, okay, the various doors to the staging area also. Similarly, okay, see here, okay, you have two ways actually. You can link between that, okay, for the inbound and as well as for the outbound staging areas also. And now the question is that, okay, even if I have, okay, that, okay, the more than one also, like, okay, you can put it like in the sequence so that, okay, based on some okay, first actually, okay, it suppose like, okay, in the direction inbound, okay, I can put like, okay, the more than one. So suppose if a particular door is occupied, okay, I can assign that, okay, the different door also here.
Okay.
Okay.
So it is like a condition record maintenance according to route determination.
Exactly.
With the route
Suppose
we can say that which door is to use.
Exactly. Suppose, okay, all the goods actually going to the Midwest, it has to be in this door, and then, okay, going to the east, actually I can put it like in another route also. Suppose what you can do is that if you put the route, that will be the more specific criteria, it will be satisfied. If you don't put the route, it will consider as generic only.
Yeah. So the first the system will check at access sequence level, and then it will go to staging.
Exactly.
The upper
First
level.
actually, exactly. So it will go for the it will go for the more specific matching first, and then, okay, it will go for the generic one next. No, access sequence does not have anything actually here. The sequence number is there, that does not have anything. It will go for the more specific search first, and then it will go for the generic search next. Okay. So now, okay, so we define the source types, and then, okay, the sections, okay, and then, okay, we defined, okay, that, okay, the sum of the bin types also. And then, okay, we defined, okay, the staging areas also, we defined the doors also. And, okay, we'll talk about, okay, that, okay, when we are going to create a transportation units, okay, we'll create, okay, the transportation modes, or, okay, the means of transport, okay, how we can go and, okay, create those things also. So usually, okay, we can create it like, okay, what will be the means of transport, okay, you want it here, okay. So the means of transport, like, okay, the shipping and all those things here, which are like pre-delivered with SAP, okay. Now, next thing, okay, what we have to do is that, okay, now assuming that, okay, I'm going to get the goods actually into my system, okay, so I'm already having, okay, that, okay, let's see that, okay, I need to define, okay, the bins in the GR area also. So SCWM, okay. Before actually even going to that, okay, the put away strategies, okay, let's start from the basic things, okay. So is it clear now? Okay, from the warehouse side, okay, the master data side, okay, is it clear now? Just, okay, first let's clear about the master data before actually going to the GR process. If you have any doubt in the master data section, okay, just let me know. Okay. So when we go to the configuration, sorry?
So that means the pretty much the configuration for on the EWM side is complete?
Yeah, that, okay, the base configuration is done. Okay. And also, okay, the base configuration, that means, okay, what all the things which we finished is that, okay, the integration is finished, okay, data. And, okay, the basic master data, and also, okay, what else pending is that, okay, we have to create, okay, some bins for the GR area. Okay, and also, okay, we already created the bins for the final put away in the cold storage, or, okay, wherever actually you want to put it also. So this is the only thing, okay, pending it. Okay, we'll go ahead and we'll create the bins in this GR area. So before actually, okay, even, okay, you are going to start the GR process, okay, next thing, okay, what we had to do is that, okay, before even starting talking about the strategies and all those things, okay, is master data, anybody having any doubt in the master data nodes actually if you try it? Okay, you can just try to, okay, that, okay, define, okay, all these things in the master data and just let me know that, okay, if you have any doubt in the master data node, okay. Now, the next thing is that, okay, what actually we had to do is that, okay, what is a process type in EWM before actually we are going to configure these things, okay. If you want to actually even want to do that, okay, the GR process or anything, okay, first of all, we should know that, okay, what is a process type in EWM, okay. How a process type is determined. Okay, and okay, how to define that, okay, the various document types in EWM, and okay, how to map, okay, the document types, okay, from ERP2 to EWM. Is it clear now? So these things actually, okay, we should know it, okay, before actually we go even into the GR process. Is it clear now what actually we are going to do this side now? So what is actually a sorry? Okay, now what is the hello?
Some noise, background noise.
Okay, now, hello, please somebody can you just please mute it? Stravanti, I think it's from you only. Yeah, now it's good, yeah. So now what is a process type in EWM? Because this actually we should be knowing without having any doubts. So what is a process type?
Just like movement type.
Exactly. So whenever actually if you want to, okay, move the goods, okay, from one place to another place, okay, in EWM, okay, we should have, okay, the process type. So process type actually controls, okay, the various things, okay, in EWM. Suppose, okay, if I use a particular process type, it automatically triggers, okay, the process oriented storage control also. Or, okay, it always, okay, determines, okay, that what is the next target location also I can get determined, okay, based on the process type also. And process type, okay, is used, okay, in door determination also. Okay, or even, okay, if I want to start my work, the start process itself, okay, is controlled, okay, based on the process type also. So these are having a very significance. So first actually, okay, that we like almost like, okay, the various process types are already delivered in EWM in a standard. Even if you want it, actually we can go ahead and, okay, we can create our own process types. So if you want to define the process types, okay, class process settings, okay. So first actually, okay, we'll talk about, okay, before these things, okay, these things actually come the next after this thing, even though don't bother about the sequence here, okay. If you want to work in a warehouse, first thing is that, okay, first you have to define that, okay, the warehouse process types. Let's see that, okay, what are all the various process types, okay, in our warehouse, okay. Okay, let's take this example that, okay, you can see that, okay, that, okay, the put away process or put away with storage control, like, okay, that unload and then, okay, deconsolidation and then, okay, put away also, or, okay, direct put away, or, okay, if you want to have a vast process, or, okay, that production supply, stock removal, okay. So like various, okay, that, okay, the process types, okay, you can have it also. Now let's see that, okay, what are all the fields actually, okay, we can have it. So if my process type is 1010, like it's a put away. Now you can see that, okay, for every process type, okay, you have something called as, okay, the process category. So what are all the actual base product process categories we have? Either it may be a put away, or it may be stock removal, or it may be the posting change, or it may be just like an internal movement only. Okay, so these are the four possible, okay, the categories, and for each categories, okay, we have the activities also, like same thing like put away, or it may be the picking, or it may be internal, or it may be the replenishment, or it may be the posting change also. Now suppose sometimes, okay, if you want to actually manually, somebody should not create a warehouse task with directly with this process type, then you can just check this checkbox also. And if you create a warehouse task and then it has to be confirmed immediately also, then you can check this particular thing, and then whether it has to propose the confirmation, so that when the end user actually creates a warehouse task, it will give a pop-up box. Do you want to confirm it also? Okay, and then, okay, if you can just assign this priority, so that, okay, this priority we can use it, okay, while doing the sorting of the warehouse tasks also. Okay, and then, okay, for what you want to do for the pick denial, we'll talk about this thing, okay, in the in the case of pick denial, whether you want to adjust the delivery quantity or whether you want you want even to send a message to ERP also. We'll talk about this thing in the pick denial, and then in the outbound side we'll be assigning in this thing in the warehouse order creation rules also. We'll talk about this warehouse order. So what is that the warehouse order rules. What is the difference between a warehouse task and a warehouse order?
Task is to perform the order.
Whereas task is like a transfer order, and collection of the transfer order is called as a warehouse order.
Exactly. So whenever actually assuming that I got some 10 deliveries, I want to deliver it. So how I'm going to combine my tasks so that I can make a one warehouse order also. So like what I can say that all hazardous materials I want to make it as one warehouse order, or all all materials all materials are of weight more than 5 kilos has to be in one warehouse order, and less than 5 kilos I want to put it in another warehouse order. Like these things, all materials which are going to be picked by the forklift, I want to assign it as one warehouse order. So I can create like various warehouse order rules, and then I can assign it also. And now the main thing is that what is the source type when you are using this particular the process type. Is it clear now? So if I want to actually start now, let's think of this thing. I want to start my warehouse process. So first thing is what actually I'm getting the goods into the GR zone, and then I want to do the unload, and then I want to do the put away, or sometimes I want to do the GR, and then I want to do the unload, and then I want to do the deconsolidation. I want to the put away. So I have first thing is what I have it here. I have my inbound delivery. Is it clear now? So once I have my inbound delivery in EWM, first thing is that it has to find that what is the starting process type that it want to start. Is it clear now? For each item in the delivery.
Yes.
Is it clear now? What is this? Why this process type? The source bin is why it is important for the process types which are just starting in the beginning of the process. Suppose I want to first determine my starting process type for each item in the delivery. Is it clear now? So you have to remember this thing. So that is the reason that I'm putting that this source storage type which is nothing but my GR zone, and then that particular the which bin is going to be my starting point. So I can define as many storage types as I like it also. So first actually I need to have one small bin. Master data. The GR zone area. So I just created
Srini,
yeah.
I have one here. Actually, this GR zone and the which are related to GR zone, GI zone, QI zone or something. These are the standard. So is there any transaction where we can execute and create all these standards?
That's what I did is that if you there is also you can by the standard SAP delivers all these things you can copy from the 001 warehouse to whatever the warehouse we like it.
You're right. My question is the other way. Actually, there was LS20 in warehouse management where we can create. Sorry.
Yeah, in WM we can create interim storage bins.
Yeah, interim storage bins. These are yes. Okay.
But we don't have actually. We had to just create them manually only. But in the EWM, in the 7.2, what you can do is that if a client is already having the WM, there is an automatic migration tool which is available. Then it will come and create all those things in EWM automatically.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, and next actually we'll see that for the different kind of the picking warehouse task we'll be using what kind of the HU control we want to use it. Now if my warehouse process, see here now let's take this example. Now I'm just okay using it as a 1010. 1010 means I just want okay only do that okay the GR and then okay the unload and then okay the put away. But later actually okay I want to actually link it through a process oriented storage control. Then actually okay I have to okay make this as a storage process okay where it's a relevant, and then I have to make it as a storage control relevance also. Okay, is it clear now?
Can you
So
see
I
the
need to
drop down
link.
there?
Yeah. So you can link it like okay the just like okay the you can define okay the goods receipt or just like a goods receipt with value added services also, or I can say that goods receipt and then okay deconsolidation and then unload. We'll see this configuration in the process oriented storage control chapter, and then we'll see that okay how to configure again.
These are
No, these
standard
are like okay just like delivered, but most of the times okay we'll be creating like thousands of our own scenarios in the warehouse.
Okay. But these are
Yeah,
standard.
okay. Yeah, these are like okay very simple delivered in the standard, okay. And then okay whenever actually if it is actually that okay if you are doing that okay the posting changes, and then if you want to link a particular exception code to the warehouse, okay we'll just link it here also. I'll talk about okay in the exception code chapter okay these things.
Srini, what is this deactivation allowed
Which one?
in the storage process? Yes, that one.
Okay, now this deactivation is allowed means okay for every storage process, okay let's take this example, okay what actually it will do is that okay let's take this example that okay I want to move the goods from S1 to S2 to S3 to S4. This is my process oriented storage control. So if I assign my storage process here okay I can just is it clear now? So I'll just okay, explain the more thing. Okay, first thing is that okay my storage process comprises of okay 4 steps. Okay, what are the 4 steps is that okay first thing is that okay just unload, and then okay I want to okay first send it to the pack one's work center, and then okay I want to add okay the another like something called as value added services. I just want to do it, and then okay finally I want to do the put away also. So whenever if you create a warehouse task from the unload, okay if you want to directly create, you cannot directly create a warehouse task directly to the put away. So
Right.
what it will happen is that okay it will create a warehouse task okay from here to here only first thing, and the warehouse task from unload to put away it will be in the waiting status always.
Okay, so when 3 warehouse tasks will be created, but put away warehouse task will be
In the waiting status.
waiting
So no,
status.
first thing is that first thing is that it will create a warehouse task from what it will do is that from S1 to S4 it will create a warehouse task, okay, but it will be in the waiting status.
Okay.
And then
So all
okay,
4
S1
warehouse tasks will be created.
Yeah, S1 to S2, okay, it will be created and it will be active. Now, when you confirm the first thing, then it will create a S2 to S3 as another warehouse task. And when you confirm the S2 to S3, then it will create a S3 to S4 as active. Is it clear now? So once actually this thing is confirmed, then the one which was in the waiting status, okay, it will become okay active and then it will get confirmed automatically. But some cases, okay, what I want to do is that I don't want to execute all these 3 of them. Is it clear now?
Okay.
Okay, so what I want to is that okay, I don't want to actually execute all these 3 of them. I want to cancel this existing waiting also. I want to create okay S1 to S4 directly.
Unload and put away.
Exactly, directly. So in that case actually what you have to do is that okay if you go to that okay the warehouse order confirmation screen, okay we have something called as okay the skip the warehouse process step also. So there if you want to skip the warehouse process step, okay now in the configuration I want to make sure that okay whether skipping is allowed or not. If you set this setting that okay the skipping is not allowed, even if a user try to skip the warehouse process step, okay then it will not allow. Is it clear? I'll explain you this thing okay when we are going to the process oriented storage control, okay the chapter right, okay we'll be knowing to all those things. It's all like interrelated ones, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so like this thing, okay, we can just define it, okay, what will be the storage process, okay, which we like it, okay. Now, suppose let's take this example, okay. I just created, okay, one warehouse process type, okay, just only this thing. If you look at actually that 1011, okay, you can see that it is assigned to the storage process of INB1. That means unload and then deconsolidate. If you want to see that what is this INB1, okay, I'll take you through this thing also. What is this INB1 storage process? Okay. Yeah. So IMG. Because all these are okay, we'll be referring it again and again in the when we are going to each different chapters. Okay.
Yeah.
EWM and then the cross process settings. Okay, in the warehouse task. Okay, you have something called as the process oriented storage control. So in the process oriented storage control, okay, if I want to assuming that I want to do having like 3 steps or maybe 4 steps or maybe 5 steps. You can define it. Okay, how many we like it here. So storage process definition. You can see that INB1 means the goods receipt. Okay, in the goods receipt, you can see that what are all the process steps. Can you see here now? So unload and then the deconsolidation and then the final put away. So IB01, 02, 03. So I can even put that how much time this will be using this thing in the labor management also. So if you go to this what is this IB01, 02 and 03, you can see that IB01 means unload, IB02 means do the deconsolidation, and then IB03 means do the put away. So I want to execute these 3 things in the sequence. Or if I want to actually create let's take this example that I want to actually after I create the deconsolidation.
Excuse me.
Yeah, these are like
these
standard
all are the
SAP.
set
Yeah.
SAP, and we can create more also.
Yes, that's what, that's what I'm telling you, right? What I'm doing is that, let's say that, after I did the deconsolidation, I have some treatment, where actually I want to, seal pack something, So I just want to, what I can say that, vacuum, vacuum packing, Okay, so I have, I want to do that, the vacuum packing. So now I created, one external step, where my users actually, want to do this thing. Now in my storage process, I just want to add this particular step also after I did the deconsolidation. Is it clear now? So in my EWM, I want to actually copy these things. Sure. My storage process is the vacuum process. Let's say this thing.
For the warehouse,
not just like the unloading and all these things. Yeah, exactly. So now I created that one process, storage process. Which is called as the vacuum. So I created a new storage process. In my new storage process. I want to add this step. Sorry, I just copied it in the wrong warehouse. Sorry.
Anyway, it copied only 3.
Yeah. So I just want to create vacuum process.
EHYD.
Yeah. Now in this particular EHYD, I want to add the new step which we created it. So I want to actually first I have to delete this thing, otherwise it will be added automatically in the next sequence. So I want to add the vacuum step here, the seal step,
4th.
Where is this thing?
I mean, click that pencil. New entries.
Yeah. So I'm already in the there. Okay. I think I defined it in the wrong. Okay. It's not yet saved actually. So let me save this thing. Yeah, because the one which is we created, it's not yet saved. That's the problem. Okay, so if I press F4, it should be available here now. Can you see here now? That's the problem. I did not save it. Okay. Okay, so now, yeah, I want to do this. Okay, the seal vacuum packing. Okay. Okay, assuming that I'll use these things for the calculation of my work. Okay, all these things. So because the sequence actually put away should be the last storage step. Okay. So I just need to delete this thing here. Now I want to actually copy this thing. IB03, which is the final put away. Okay, because I did not save it again, so I have to
what does the A stands for?
First. Which one? Okay, I'll tell you about this thing. Okay, whenever actually, if the work is done, now whether you want to create an automatic for the next warehouse task automatically. That means, when I complete my work from S1 to S2, see here, when I complete my work from S1 to S2, whether the system has to create a warehouse task automatically from S2 to S3, or whether you are going to create a warehouse task manually from S2 to S3.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what for this thing. And whether it's a product or whether it is a HU task also. Okay. Now I just created this thing. Okay, let me add our fourth step. Okay, which is that the IB03. Okay, now I just saved this thing. So in our warehouse, EHYD, we have a new storage process, which is called as the vacuum cleaning process also. Okay, now if I want to actually now if I go to my storage process definition, SPRO IMG, extended warehouse management, cross process warehouse task. Now if I define my process type, now
Srini,
I can go to that
I
in
think
my put away.
either you are doing too fast,
Yeah, the screen is moving slow.
or the screen is going slow.
is it?
I don't know.
The screen is going slow.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe because I'm actually not going so fast. Okay, now if you look at the storage process, now press for the help. Okay, F4. Okay, our vacuum process should be available here. Because this understanding is very much required. Okay, later actually that what all will be linking it here. Can you see here now? We have that INB1, IVS1, out1. These are delivered by SAP standard. Okay, now can you everybody see my screen now properly?
Yeah, we can see.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So you can see that the storage process. Okay, we created it as a vacuum. So vacuum means what actually we have it is that the GR and then unload and then deconsolidation and then do the vacuum and then finally we are doing the put away also. Is it clear now?
Yeah.
So like these things. We can add as many number of process. You like it, and then you can link that particular storage process to your warehouse process type. Okay.
So in this case, we need to create warehouse process type also customized, right?
Yeah, exactly. You can define it, as many number of warehouse process types you like it, and then, we can link that external process types, to that particular warehouse process type. So what happens is that, when somebody uses that particular warehouse process type, now what will happen is that, whenever someone uses a warehouse process type, which is linked to the storage process, if it is linked to a storage process, by determining this, anyway the source bin is already available, or you can enter it manually also. then instead of actually putting the target location, it will always determine the target locations based on the storage process definition. And this storage process definition also
Come
can
again.
determine.
Come again this point.
Okay, now you can, now thing is that, okay, what we did is decide here now. We have that, okay, the inbound delivery, and then first thing is that, okay, you have to determine that particular process type as a starting thing. Is it clear now? And that process type, okay, I can link it to the various storage processes which we saw, right? Like, okay, one process type, okay, I linked it to the normal without anything. One process type, I linked it to the another storage process of vacuum also. So now, if my delivery contains, okay, let's take the, okay, the 2 items. Okay, I have, okay, the delivery of 2 items. Okay, now let's take this thing. Okay, one is like a rice, another is a fish only. Rice I just want to have, okay, just like, okay, the unload and then, okay, the put away. But whereas actually the fish, okay, I just want to do this, okay, unload and then pack and then, okay, seal the vacuum, okay, seal vacuum or, okay, whatever you want to do it, and then do the final put away also. Is it clear now? Okay. Or, okay, let's take this same example that, okay, I want to have the same process only. Now, what all things actually have to determine here now? Each of the move itself is again another process type only. Those are like generic process types. Or let's take this example. I got, okay, that another, okay, the fish and as well as, okay, that, okay, the meat also. So meat, okay, I want to have, okay, that unload and then, okay, pack, okay, the seal and then put away. But what actually I want is that, okay, in case of fish actually I want to have, okay, the work center, okay, it has to go to the work center W1. And if in case of actually the meat, it has to go to the work center W2 automatically. Is it clear now?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I can do is that, okay, in case of fish, okay, once this is unload, I can use a different process type here, like, okay, 9030, I can use it here, so that it goes to the packing work center, okay, W1 automatically. And in case of meat, actually, I can use even the 9040 also, so that, okay, it can determine to the packing work center W2. Or this determination of the packing work center, I can make, yeah, exactly, determination of this packing work center, I can even, okay, put it on the condition technique also here. Is it clear now? So, because, okay, this logic actually, okay, we should always think from the global process side. What I want to do in my warehouse, and then inside the product, what are all the options I have it, okay, to do this thing. Is it clear now? So this actually gives you that, okay, the global picture of, okay, what are all things, okay, we are defining here. So once I got my inbound delivery, first thing is that, okay, I have to find that, okay, what is a process type. So the process type is determined for each item in the delivery, and then first it has to identify that, okay, what is the starting bin. It may be the GR bin, and then based on the process, okay, it will be keep on, okay, controlling it. So if you want to define a packing means, first what you have to define it, you have to define a work center, and that work center you have to assign it to the bin, and then you can assign the pack work center manually, or we can assign it, okay, based on the condition technique also. And that in that condition technique, I can use process type as one of the criteria to find my target bin also. Okay. So anyway, this actually just gives a global picture. Don't worry about now. Okay, we'll go, okay, in depth of the scenario. We can easily get it. Now, see here, okay, define the process type. Now, our question is that, okay, how I am going to determine, okay, the various process types. That means, okay, if I get actually rice, okay, it has to take, okay, the process type of, okay, 1010. If I get a fish actually, okay, it has to take, okay, the 1011. That means unload and then deconsolidation. So to define the control indicators to determine the warehouse process types, I can define, okay, as many I like it, which I will be using it in my material master. Is it clear now? This control indicator for warehouse process type determine, we will be using it in the material master again. So I can say that, okay,
I have a question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
My question is that in this particular example, we are taking W1 as a, in which the fish would move, and W2 where the meat would move. And, it is the ideal example, but in the real case, it might happen that both these work centers are available, and depending upon the availability, the person has to decide that it has to go to either to W1 or to W2.
Yeah, that also we can do those things. Yeah.
Okay.
That is what, okay, what we can do is that, okay, always, okay, for any warehouse process type, right, okay, you can just leave the target bin as empty, and when the warehouse task gets created, you can just go and overwrite it with it.
I mean, both can be sent to W1, right?
Yeah, you can send it.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. But that's what. What we can do is that if it is based on a condition technique, system will propose it automatically. See, if you want to have a really automated warehouse, usually the users will not be proposing the destinations, right? At least we'll write a logic and then system let it determine where it has to go automatically. Assuming that everything is a conveyor based one only.
Right.
Okay, everything is a conveyor, which you got it and then unload it. Yeah, once you put your the boxes, then it has to be automatically moved based on that. The type of product it has to be moved.
And
Okay. Yeah. So is this clear now? What is this process type and what is the process type determination indicator and how we are going to link it back to the material master? Yeah.
Yeah. The process type will be assigned to the material master, right? To the rise.
Not process type. Process type determination indicator only we will assign it.
Okay, process type determination indicator. Okay.
Okay. Link to the
It's like
master. Okay.
So this process, Srini, I have a question.
Yeah.
This process type determination indicator will have multiple process types.
No, we can actually put it in the search criteria. No, I'll tell you.
Search criteria.
Okay, let it take this thing. Okay, now let's take this thing. Okay, if I have whatever the fisheries product. Okay, I want to have it the FI, and for all the meat. Okay, I just want to assign it the process type indicator as the meat process type. Okay, active. Now what I can do is that anyway this process type indicators we can use it in our material master. Okay, now go back. There is something called as the determine the warehouse process type. Is it clear now? This actually is the one which drives that what process type it has to find out. Now in the determination criteria, what are all the things we have it? I'll tell you. Now is it clear now?
Type and then.
Exactly. So to find that what process type it has to take it. Okay, so what process type it has to take it. Okay, the criteria is that based on the document type plus and your item type and then your delivery priority. Okay, and then the process type indicator. Okay, so this results actually that which process type it will take it. Is it clear now? So that means now the question is that next question.
What is delivery priority?
How that EWM document delivery priority is something like you have that the rush goods and all those things which you can send it from EWM to the APO for the planning purpose. Okay, so if it is a rush order, I'll show you in the delivery priority field in the delivery. Okay.
So you was talking something. You just go ahead with that. No problem.
Okay. Now that is it clear now? How we are going to find the process type?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Now the question is that how this document type is and item type is determined again in EWM. Is it clear now?
It's a combination of ERP document type and
Exactly.
item type.
Now so EWM document type it will be determined based on the ERP document type. Is it clear now? How that the whole link from ERP to EWM to the process type and then how we are going to store the goods. This logic you should never forget it up. This actually explains the whole mathematics now.
You send this document.
Yeah. So is it clear now? This text actually whatever I typed it today. Is it any doubt in this thing?
No.
Till this thing, master
it's
data.
A core
And
of
then
EWM.
Yeah. Okay. This is the very core of this thing, determining the process type and then linking the process type to the storage process, and then the process type is determined at the each item level of the delivery. And how the process type is determined? It is based on the document type and item type. Document type and item type. How it is going to link it? It is based on the ERP document. The priority, usually we can use it based on from the ERP, or usually it is determined from the planning system that what is the priority of the delivery, and then process type determination indicator.
I
You
have
can
one
define
question here.
how many you like it. Yeah.
For one document type, for a different item, line item, can we have different item type? One document, one delivery document has 100 line items.
Okay.
And can have different item type.
Item type in the sense.
Different products, and all of them have different item types.
No.
Srini, is item type something to do with like item category?
Yeah.
No, item categories are actually fixed actually. Don't bother about the item category because that word actually just gets confusion to you. Okay. Item.
What Suraj was asking, like maybe one delivery document having 100 line items with different item type. So generally in ERP we will have different item categories can exist for in a delivery for
Exactly. So, now, so when you do that particular thing actually, what it will do is that, it can even, go on, but that combination of, the item type to the document type in EWM has to be defined. Otherwise, it will go to the error status. Is it clear now? Because whenever if you see, I think in ECC also, whenever if you define an item type, you can define it as many item categories you like it, but you have to link it to the document type, right? That means what all the item types are allowed in a particular document type.
Yes.
Okay. Is it clear now? See, whenever if I define an item type, I cannot use whatever the item type I like it. That item type has to be linked to the document type. Okay. Now in the ERP, in the mapping, what we'll do is that, that ERP document type plus ERP item type, which will be mapping to the EWM item type, which in turn has to be linked to the one of the EWM document types. It's the same logic only. Is it clear now? I'll talk about this thing, how we can define the various document types and then how we can map it also. We'll go into that configuration now. Is it clear now? See, once you have this thing, the ERP document and the ERP item, which actually finds that, what is the EWM item type. Whenever if I'm saying that EWM item type, it is nothing but you are specifying that, the EWM document type also. Because these are two linked again. Because you cannot put different item categories or unless this mapping is existing between the item type to the document type. See, let's take this example. Let's take this example. Can you put, I will ask you questions now. Can you put any item category under any delivery type?
No, if the combination is not maintained, we cannot do.
Same thing, right? That means, if the combination means what actually, that ERP item type, you have to link it to the ERP document type. You agree with me?
Yes.
Because you cannot put any item category under any document category because you need to link your ERP item category to the ERP document category.
Yes.
Same thing in EWM also. It's the same thing in EWM also. Now, once this mapping is available in EWM and this mapping you already did in EWM, but in EWM we are just mapping these two equal to these two here. Is it clear now?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the only the link only. I'll show you that thing also. We have excellent wizard actually available, so where actually we can go and define it also. Now we know that the determining the warehouse process types. So let's take this example that now in my warehouse in my warehouse in the inbound side now if you specify a particular item category, it's like a more specific criteria. Otherwise, you can just ignore it. Now if my material is having the fisheries product, then it has to take the 1010. Now if my material my material master if it has I think there may be some network issue at your front. Can you just check it, because the network is faster with me.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. So like now, is it okay now? Now it's like 1011. So like for the meat products, it has to determine the warehouse process type of 1011, and for the normal products, okay, it has to the fish, okay, it has to take 1010. Like okay, same thing, okay, you can determine for the outbound also. Okay. Now we defined our various process type, the determinist indicators. Okay. Next, is it clear now that the before actually we just start all these things, we created these things, and then we defined the various process type determinist indicators also. Next, let us go to that the document type, and then how we can define it, because in the standard whatever the document types delivered in the ERP standard, like 90% of the document types, and so the same combination is already delivered in EWM the standard also. But unfortunately, if you have defined any G document types in ERP, then you have to define the combination in the EWM also. Okay, so what you can define is that for this thing,
Delivery process.
Crossing. Yeah. Now there is a wizard actually.
Srini?
Yeah.
Srini?
Yeah.
Do you have any document for these steps, like we have to do this step followed by next step, something like that, or we don't have anything like that?
We have it. I'll just make it actually. I have it. I just need to adjust.
Yeah, because you are telling, but the sequence we will forget actually.
Yeah, because actually, if I go through the every node, right, you will miss the whole process actually. So that's what I'm just linking everything in a notepad, and then taking you through the right configuration.
But you have the document, right?
Yes, I'll send you. I'm just actually trying to define that the document type. It's actually.
It's an interface.
I hope in general setting, no?
No, it's not there in general setting.
Interfaces, go down.
Yeah, it should be otherwise in the normal in the interfaces in the ERP. It should be there in the.
Yes, interfaces. Yes.
Okay, so if you go to the ERP integration, go to the delivery processing. Now here is the one. Okay, so define the ERP document type. Or most of the times, what we do is that we use the wizard actually. Okay, if it is don't know what version this is. Define ERP document types. Map the document type from the ERP system to the EWM. So here actually you can specify that for a particular document type of ERP, what is the corresponding document type of the EWM also. So what I want to show you is that I just want to take you to the wizard so that that is the most easiest and the correct one. Map item type, map date types, map partner rules, Okay, can you see here now?
Yeah, error measures.
Yeah, inbound delivery. Can you see here now? Use the wizard to define the document types for the inbound delivery process. So this actually most of the times, I'm very, I'm very poor in remembering all the menu paths. Okay, so it is actually in the menu path of the master GR process. So that's why it's not in the interface. So you can always define that to define the document types for the inbound delivery process. So you can use the wizard to define the document type, and as well as you can use the wizard to define that the item type also. So use the wizard to define the document type for the inbound delivery process. Okay, so you can just execute this thing. So then system will create everything to you. Okay, so this is more like, okay, anybody actually can go and, okay, do this thing, okay, without bothering, okay, all the settings. So selecting the existing document type, okay, as a template, so you can just, okay, select the, yeah. So I just want to select, okay, the, okay, inbound. Now, okay. So now I want to define, okay, the G inbound, okay, in EWM also, okay. Okay. Which is actually very rarely only you need to define it in the EWM, because most of the times what we do is that, okay, let you define it like number of document types in EWM, but in EWM actually, okay, only thing is that we'll be controlling the various process types only. You don't need to define the separate document type in EWM.
Okay.
Okay, so custom inbound process. So now you can just define that. I was talking about this thing, right? Okay, what is this action profile? So we can define it. Okay, whatever the action profile we need it here, and then okay, we can link it. I'll talk you through this. Okay, what are all these profiles? Okay, suppose like, okay, text profile. Text profile contains that what are all the texts allowed. And action profile means, okay, what are all the buttons are allowed, okay, for a particular document type. Suppose like you want to disable some of the buttons in a document type also. So those things actually you can control it, okay, here. Same thing, like I think you use the same concept in F5 also. Like, okay, some buttons you want to disable it, some fields you want to disable it if it's a particular document type.
Yeah, in the material also, for a material type we can hide the fields.
Exactly.
And all.
Yeah, same thing only.
Basically, for the purchase orders also you do this field status group and field.
Yeah, right.
So I just defined, okay, the new document type, okay, in EWM, okay. Now you can define, okay, the same thing, okay, for the item type also, and then you can define that, okay, the document type, okay, the determination also. Okay. Yeah, exactly. So now for a particular, okay, the document type, okay, then you can define that, okay, what is the going to be our EWM document type also. Is it clear now? So this way, okay, you can define it, okay, as many number of document types using the wizard, and then, okay, we can just, okay, map it, these processes.
So Srini,
Yeah.
You're going to define that item type.
Sorry?
Srini,
Yeah.
can we end the session at 9:30 today, or you want to?
Actually, today I just need to have some other things also, so maybe
Some other things also?
Friday I can extend it actually. Or
What's that you said?
maybe Friday I can extend it. Is it okay? Because today actually I just need to go out. So
Yeah, because it is also somewhat overloading. So just
yeah. So what I will do is that, okay, today I'll send you this PPT, and as well as, okay, I'll make it some text of this thing also. What is a process type, and what are all the best strategies, and what is the SAP's best practices to define the process types and those things. So what you do is that, okay, just try to define the process types, and then just try to see that, okay, whether your warehouse is working, and then, okay, when you create a material, when you create a delivery there, whether it is coming to the EWM and whether it is picking the right process type or not. Can you do till this thing? Because these are like very core, and then, okay, these things has to be completed, okay, before, okay, we do anything. So till this thing, okay,
I need
yeah.
Sorry, Srini, I want that integration model documentation, anything.
Sure, just send me a mail, okay, I'll just, okay, reply to that thing, okay.
Okay.
I think I already sent it to everybody, but I think you might have missed it. So is it clear now that, okay, the defining the document types, and then, okay, defining, okay, the EWM document type, EWM item type, and mapping the ERP document type to the ERP item type, and then how the way process type is determined, and, okay, that what is the use of the process type, okay, in the warehouse also.
Okay.
Because these are very core and, okay, very important thing. And apart from that, okay, you should not have any doubt in the master data, and then, okay, to define, like, okay, what are all the things like storage type definition, storage section, how to define the doors, and how to define the bins, and how to define the bin templates also. Is it clear now? So by this time, okay, we should have that, okay, the delivery should be able to distribute it to the EWM, and it should be ready to process only.
Okay, I have one question here.
Yeah.
Can we spend some, not today, time, tomorrow or something like that. Till date, what we have did means in the ERP, this all the 8 customization we did, or in EWM,
I can do that.
the 10 customization we did, which is initial setup for creating the delivery.
Yes, I can do that thing. And now what I was talking is that we were talking about something called as the action profiles, and so what all the profiles we have is that the action profiles, we have something called as the date profiles, and we have the text profiles also. So those things actually which will be maintaining it here also. Suppose here you can define the field control profile. That means what all the fields are enabled for the input, or what all the fields are if you want to just make them as disabled also. So we know that the standard for different items, you can just select one of the field, like SAP already delivered a lot of standard profiles. Now if you go to the the permitted field, so you can see that what are all the fields available inside a particular document. Now tomorrow, assuming that, let's take this example that for a particular delivery document type, assuming that that manual GR should not be allowed. Let's take this thing. This is one of the requirements. Like somebody in my warehouse should not go directly to the PRDA transaction, and they should not actually directly go and click the button to do the GR also, or they may be for the GI also, or somebody should not be allowed to directly create a put away warehouse task based on the delivery directly. They have to always do it in the RF, or like those kind of restrictions you want to do it, or some things you want to labor performance, you don't want to disable that his performance rating also, he should not be able to display. So what you can do is that you can select like any of the fields, you can just put that whether the particular field is actually, if you want to hide the particular field also. Is it clear now?
Okay.
So you can just change this particular thing, and there is something called a field group. Field group is nothing but suppose like every field is assigned to a field group, and then if you want to control like 10 fields at one go, then you can assign that particular field group here, and then you can assign hide the particular field group also.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Instead of making individual fields disabled, you will just
Okay, let us take this example that you have a document in the inbound delivery, so manually somebody should not be able to go and adjust the quantities, or manually somebody should not be able to go and take some action on those things.
Okay.
Like for all those document types, assuming that they are executing it maybe in the background, all these things. So that
we
actually will be.
But at authorization level also, no?
No, this is not more. This is not exactly at the authorization level. I can say that you can do it, but you have to write the code right there.
Okay.
Yeah. What he's saying, for example, you see an inbound delivery in your EWM system, and it has a batch populated. So you can always change the batch number. You can always
exactly. Let's take this example. Yeah. Suppose somebody should not go and override that batch in the delivery document before you do the put away.
Right. And,
so that actually
I got your point.
So this is actually more at the document type level. That what we are talking is like more like at the user level. You need to put that user exit or whatever be the code. If a user is not having the role, then disable it. If a user is having a role, then enable it. That is more at the generic level. I can say this is like at the whole like you know that in FI also you will be posting like various document types. Like for a particular document type. You want to enable some fields, you want to disable some of the fields, or you want to make a fast entry kind of screen for some users for a particular document types. So same thing only here, you can just enable and you can disable some of the fields here. And similarly, same thing, you define that the field control, and same thing, we have something called as the text management also. So suppose like you know this thing, right? The text types in like any SAP ERP module also. I have in the sales order, I can define various text types, and then I can link it to the particular document type also. So same thing here also, you can define that various text types, for the delivery item also, or in the header, and then you can just link it to the text profile also. So that when somebody is creating a particular document type in EWM, you can link it to this text profile, so that all the text that you are assigned in the text management, it will be available here.
And Srini, can we make some fields mandatory? So for example,
Yeah. But okay, that's what, okay, you can make that thing, but okay, most of the times on the execution side, okay, we can make them as mandatory.
Okay.
But in the delivery document type, because end users, like, okay, the warehouse workers will never work on the delivery document actually, if you look at this thing.
Right. Now what I'm thinking, like, maybe sometimes, when you are doing some new changes in the ERP type, in the ECC, and some of the details may get missed. So
yes, exactly.
The delivery, and since that field is mandatory, now they have to, maintain it or scan
Yes. Yeah, that's what. Okay, if you go to that, okay, the text profile, make sure that, okay, for assuming that if it's a Z field, if you extended it, okay, you can just go to that particular action profile, okay, and then, okay, you can just go and, okay, do those things also. And even, okay, you have a wizard also. So you can just try that, okay, to define the actions, and even, okay, suppose on a particular document type, okay, what are all the, okay, the actions you want to execute it, okay, even we can use a wizard also. 99%, okay, you will not need this thing, okay, but okay, if you wanted any custom buttons, if you want to add it on a delivery document, you can just go and, okay, define these things also.
Oh, okay.
So that's the advantage of this thing. So okay, you can define, like, okay, now assuming that, okay, I have a delivery document. On delivery document, okay, tomorrow I want to add a new button, assuming that, okay, new button for to send information to legacy. Let's take this example. Assuming that, okay, I'm having a EWM system, and also I'm having a ERP system, and I'm having some mainframe system also, I want to send it. Okay, so when I do the GR, okay, let's take this example. When I did my GR, I want to send not only the notification to ERP, I want to send the notification to some legacy also.
Okay,
so in EWM delivery document, okay, I want to add a button, so that, okay, when I click that button, actually I want to execute some action also, and this button is need to be enabled only for certain document types only.
Okay.
Is it clear now? I'm just talking about that, okay, what kind of requirements you may get it when you go to the consulting, and where and all you can use these things.
Right. It makes sense, lot of sense now.
Okay, so these are the things actually which we may get it, and then, okay, we have all these things on. For these document types, I want to add the extra text types also. So SAP provided a lot of text types, and you want to have extra text types, so that what you need to do is that you just need to define the text types, and then, okay, you assign the text profile for that particular document type, so that you will have that extra text type. Suppose I can define, okay, my text types.
Okay.
Let's take this example that, okay, in my delivery document, okay, you can see that, okay, like header and shipping instructions and all those things, okay. Let's take, I want to define, okay, that another text header also, like, okay, 912, okay, what I want to do is that, okay, the picking instructions, okay, for hazardous, I want to actually, okay, define, okay, my own text type also, okay. Now you assign this text object, okay, for that particular text profile. Okay. Now that text profile, okay. See what actually I'll tell you. Okay, I'll tell you the sequence. Okay, how this is done. Each EWM document, I'll again, okay, write the same thing in the text document. Each EWM document type comprises of action profile. What is the action profile? It's nothing but, okay, the list of all actions, okay, that you want to do it on the document type, okay, and it contains, okay, the field profile. Field profile means what actually? That means what fields are mandatory, or I want to disable some of the fields also, or I want to make them some fields as, okay, invisible.
Invisible.
Is it clear now? So first you need to define the field profile, and then one field profile you can assign it to the more than one EWM document type also. Same thing, like, okay, if you want to have a text profile, so if you, suppose if you want to have all the standard text plus custom text, that means what you have to do is that copy the standard text profile and then add the custom text. So first you have to define the custom text and then put the text inside the text profile and add this text profile when you are defining the EWM document type. Is it clear now? The whole link of this, okay, the document type, and once the EWM document type is determined, there, okay, that all over, okay, the ERP document type, you have it, it determines that, okay, the EWM document type, and from there, okay, it goes to the process type determination. Okay. And once you have the process type determination, we can link that process type determinations to the storage process also.
Right.
Okay,
Based on
is
the
this clear
process.
now? Exactly. So these things, okay, you just try to practice on your system, okay, how to determine the various text profiles, action profiles, and define the document type, and then even you can define your own delivery document type in ERP, and just try to distribute it to the EWM and see that, okay, whether it is creating correctly or not also. Can you do this exercise?
Yeah, we'll do this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that EPC document type distributing to
Yeah.
EWM.
So yeah, exactly. You can just create a GEL document type. Like, okay, EL is there. You can just copy the document type in ERP to the GL, and then, okay, try to create one delivery. Like, let's say, take the rush delivery or rush delivery something.
Okay.
Okay, then you can just try to distribute it here, and based on the rush delivery, it has to skip the process step automatically. It has to directly go for the put away or something like a picking or same thing.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so is it clear now? Is it clear now? Because these concepts, okay, you have to remember it very well, and okay, you should know that, okay, if I touch what configuration, where it is going to affect it, and how it is linked to the material master, how it is linked to the ERP document type. So this is like an entry point to the EWM. Okay, so is this clear now? So this thing, okay, you should not have any doubts in the master data and in the basic settings. So as of now, you should be very confident. See, I'm telling you that, okay, as a summary. So you should not have, okay, the ERP to the EWM integration, you should not have, okay, any doubts. And, okay, defining the EWM master data, you should not have it. And if you create a ERP delivery, it should be able to successfully distribute it to EWM. And then it should be able to find that, okay, the right process type. Make sure that your process type has a GR bin associated or the starting bin, and then it should be ready to process it. Okay, so if you go to that, okay, our delivery document, sorry. Just give me 2 minutes. So this is the system, okay, what we are doing the config. So actually, because if this GR bin was not available, so got actually. So the delivery document, okay, should be available to here, and then, okay, it should be able to, okay, ready to process it, and then it should be available in the green. Is it clear now?
Srini, what you did that has become green?
No, actually, it was actually last time, okay, you remember, okay, it was the GR zone was not defined, the bin was not defined, so that's why it was in the red color.
Right.
So if you remember in today's class, okay, that's what, okay, I just went and, okay, defined, because it should be able to determine the process type 1010, and also, okay, the goods movement bin, that's a GR zone, okay, it should be available. This should be able to determine it.
Right.
I just, okay, created.
But what you did that it has become green?
Okay. I'll tell you that thing also. Okay, suppose if once you correct the data, okay, what you do is that, okay, there is go to the change mode.
1 minute. Your screen is yet
I'll tell you.
change.
Yeah, no issues. I'll just, okay, go in slow.
Maybe it's just some magic, I believe.
No, there's nothing. Okay, I'll just tell you. Okay, so sorry, it went off. Okay, I'll tell you what I did it also. So PRDI.
You click on check or what?
Yeah, exactly. Just go to the change mode and then click on the check button. So it will do the recheck of the logic again, whether the delivery document is completely consistent or not. And then, okay, it will make, okay, now, okay, if you have some time actually, okay, I'll create a small warehouse task also. Now, the delivery document is available here. So the most important concept, okay, that we had to learn is the PPF concept. Okay, this is the one thing, okay, which we'll be learning it, okay, very soon. That, okay, this is the one actually which will decide whether the warehouse task has to be created automatically, or whether you want to create manually, or whether the packing has to be done automatically. So these are the things. Okay, so like a very big concept. It's like more of like a functional has to guide the technical guys. So this is like, okay, the where we will be doing like printing everything. Like once the EWM delivery document is there, okay, if you want to print any of these things out of your delivery document, everything will be controlled to the PPF. So if I want to create a warehouse task, I'll create it manually.
Srini, I have some cases where I cannot create warehouse task for the deliveries.
Maybe it might have created already.
No.
Okay, we can check that thing also. Let us say this thing, okay. Let's see this thing, okay, whether we can.
Okay, so because I'm just asking what may be the reason. When I am clicking on the following function and warehouse task, system is not creating the warehouse task, and it is in GR zone.
Okay. Now, I'm just trying to create a warehouse task. Okay, we'll see that thing. I'm trying to create a warehouse task.
Yeah.
But if you look at actually the target bin, okay, has to be proposed automatically. But here the target bin actually not proposed automatically because we have not configured any of the put away strategies actually. So if you have actually, okay, when you create a warehouse task and if you have provided any put away strategy, suppose like if it is a rice, it has to provide in a particular bin. And if it is a fish, it has to provide a particular bin automatically. Okay, otherwise, okay, I'm just, okay, putting it in the one of the bin, okay. So I don't know what is the bin name. Okay, let me. So this is, okay, I'm just, okay, putting it in like, okay, the manually. Now I'm just, okay, creating this particular warehouse task. And then this warehouse task, based on the rules that we have it in the warehouse task process type determination, okay, based on the activity area, I have not defined all these activity areas and those things, okay, and we need to sort those things also.
But this goes directly into the bin because this is 1 to 4 direct.
Yeah. So I created, so yeah.
This section will be covered later also, right?
Yes, I'll be covering it. So I'm just, okay, want to make sure that, okay, in your test system, you should be able to achieve this much level of business process. That's what I'm just trying to make sure that, okay, so that, okay, you should be able to find the process types, or okay, at least you should be able to determine your own process types, and then you should be able to do the, see, now the warehouse order actually got created it. Now I'm just want to go and, okay, confirm the goods also. I just want to finish that, okay, one put away.
And we can check the inventory also.
Yeah, I want to show that, okay, the inventory also.
But good receipt is not triggered.
No, that, okay, also we can just see that thing, okay, whether it may be in the queue or it may be, we can just check it, that, okay, the GR is posted. Now you can confirm it in the foreground. Okay, now somebody was actually, okay, asking this question, right? Okay, confirm it in the foreground. So the warehouse order creation rule, okay, which we used is the default warehouse order creation rule. Okay, we can define it, okay, as many we like it here. Okay, now what you can do is that assuming that, okay, the quantity is not exactly 5. So tomorrow that, okay, assuming that, okay, the quantity is actually 4 only. So you need to enter that, okay, some of the exception code also here. And if you are packing this thing in a HU, okay, you can just create one HU and then, okay, you can keep it here also. Okay. So these are the options, okay. Now once you have done this thing, okay, if it is going to be that, okay, the particular, okay, the RF means, okay, it has to be assigned to the queue also. So we'll see this thing, okay, what is that queue and then how, and this is actually relevant, okay. These fields are relevant when you are using the RF, but the resource is going to be executed in the queue. And if a labor management is activated, okay, you just need to enter that, okay, who is going to process this particular queue also. He need to enter that, okay, the confirmation date and the confirmation time also. Yeah. Now I'm just going to
I hope after saving it will update, no?
Yeah,
it should.
Exactly. Yeah, so usually, okay, when you activate the labor management, this will become a mandatory field, and then you need to enter what time you are finishing this work also. Then in that case, you can see that the labor management active field will be checked here automatically. So it's, I think, first time it's compiling, so it's compiling and then finishing it. So I think nobody even executed any transactions here in this system, looks like, in our EHYD warehouse. Now I'll take you even through the monitor now. So what are all the things we can do in the monitor also I'll teach you now. because various workers in the warehouse want to have a different views of the warehouse monitor. Now the warehouse task got confirmed. Now please remember that this transaction will be executing it very frequently, that is scwm mon. This is the main transaction code for the warehouse management the monitor. So slash scwm slash mon. Okay. So usually every user will not have access to all the monitors. So later actually what we have to define is that you have to define that the different views for the different workers in the warehouse. Suppose like the pickers actually should have, picking manager should have only the view for the picking, and loading manager should have only the view for the loading, and physical inventory guy should have only access. So you need to have in SAP view you have everything, but later actually you can put only these 2 nodes for one user, or only the particular area only, like these things. So I want to determine the stock. So stock and bin. So I want to go to my physical stock.
Physical stock. What is the transaction code over there?
There's no transaction actually. It's like
So
the monitor.
No transaction code. We have to just navigate.
No. There's no transaction code. Everything is from the monitor only. Now, can you see that in the cold storage type, in the bin cold 001, our product HYD resource, we have a quantity of 5, and then you can see these things, and there's no batch management and all those things. If you pack it in a HU, we can see that in which HU the stock is available. So all those things, we should be able to see it here, and every monitor you have these 2 types of the stock also here.
The same has to be sent to.
Can you see here now? Can you see here the stock type actually F2 actually came automatically here based on the availability group, because the cold actually we assigned that availability group of 002, which is actually linked to the stock type that became an unrestricted use in the warehouse. So can so can you just finish till this particular part in your exercises? So because this is very basics, before we even dig down into the various processes inside the warehouse, can you finish this thing and like integration, and then define the process types, and then getting the stock, defining one material, your own material master, and then bring it back to SCM, and then take the stock and then do it here?
Yeah, we'll do it by the weekend.
Yeah,
yes, anyway, tomorrow there is no class, we can do that.
No class.
Yeah, just so that for the next class, so for the next class, if you have any doubts, we can just discuss it, or what are all the problems you face it also.
Sure.
Yeah, see, the thing is that, I just want to actually, once you are comfortable in the basic things, now I want to actually take you through the different scenarios of the product, and then how to configure each of them also.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to have an in-depth, I want to see more of thing, what I want is that I want to have an in-depth discussion, see, like same thing what we did today, right, I just want to understand you that, from the beginning to the end actually, then, see, once you are done with the comfortable, right, then later you can learn more on top of these things, but once you understand the basics very well, then you can pick it up on your own very well.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I can take you through SPRO, do this thing, that thing will not help so much.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, you're right.
Just you have to understand the basics very thoroughly. What I want is that I want you to be very comfortable in the basics, so that at least you should be able to think that this is what the under the core of this thing. If I touch this thing, it will affect like this thing. If you understand those things very well, then the later how many versions comes it, you can easily pick it up. Like tomorrow, late 9 or 10, whatever the version comes, right? The core will not change it at any time. So these things, what I will do for these things, whatever we discussed, I will make a Word document with a much more pictorial way, and then I will send you.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean that would be very.
And before, means if you are sending tomorrow, there will be no class. If you can make one document list of headings, what we need to customize for getting this.
Exactly.
So basic customize, only basic customize.
Yes. Yeah. So you just finish that the integration guide and the master data setup, and just get the stock into the warehouse.
Yes.
And then I'll send this document to you that much more detailed way, that what are all the wizards available, what are all the tips and tricks available here, so that you can use it for all your consulting exercises. Okay.
And one more thing, Srini. Actually, if you remember, when we created the first delivery, we got the error supplying plant is not available, something like that, and we went to the debug mode and we did something.
No, that is not for the delivery. That is when we try to distribute the material master, we got that error. That there was a note missing. Yeah. Okay. So we'll just finish it at the time. Okay.
Okay then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, everybody. Yeah, I'll send these documents to you. Okay.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Thanks, Rini. Thanks.
No problem.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah.